Park as we wait for the Giants to take the field. And in the meantime, let's check out our game time weather. And it's presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. It's the summertime. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open every day. 64 degrees. You see the winds and humidity, and it is a mostly clear night. So Madison Bumgarner leading the Giants out of the dugout. And this is the lineup that he'll be facing, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll be Schwarber, Baez, Bryant, and Rizzo, all-stars, all of them. Alberto Almora is going to hit in the 5th slot. Then it's Hayward, who's got good numbers here in this park, followed by Garcia, Caratini, and then Yu Darvish will hit 9th.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the big left-hander, Madison Bumgarner, 6'4", 250-pounder. Bumgarner is 29 years of age, and he is in his 10th year at the big league level, 5-7 with a 3.65 ERA. Those are his numbers at 127 strikeouts, 125 2/3. This is how he does it. He's going to come at you with a fastball right around 92 miles per hour. It's got a natural cut, and he can enhance that cut. He also has a curveball and a changeup. Bumgarner lifetime against the Cubs, he has been amazing. 9-2 with a 2.17 ERA. Here in San Francisco, he's never lost to him. In 7 starts, he's 5-0 with a 1.25 ERA. And what do you say we take a look at the defense playing behind Bumgarner tonight? It's a defense brought to you by Geico. Starting in the Giants outfield from left to right, it'll be Dickerson, Pilar, and Yastrzemski. Good solid arms across the board in the outfield. Crawford, Sandoval, they'll be on the left side of the infield. Panik and Bell on the right side. And Buster Posey, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs. You can see the background with the 6:45 game time. We talk about it every night, but it is an issue. Until about 7:30, we're talking with Rick Shue, the Giants assistant hitting coach, and he was talking about it. He says, you know, the problem the guys have the first time through the lineup is they just don't see the spin. It is a time of night that favors the pitcher.
It is African American Heritage Night, so some of the Giants alumni introduced. Dusty Baker threw out the first pitch. And it is really a wonderful group. Every one of those guys we come to appreciate as teammates. And when we weren't fortunate enough to play with these guys, we had a chance to be broadcasters while they were playing. And it's a great group.
A lot of smiles, a lot of good stories in the Giants dugout tonight before the game with all those guys. As you can imagine, they've got some history.
So here's Kyle Schwarber. He will lead things off for the Cubs here on this Tuesday night. And the first pitch of the ball game is down low. So the Giants start 1 minute late. Schwarber hitting .229. He hit his 22nd home run of the year last night. And here he ropes one foul. That'll may very well end up into the water, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's one thing about Schwarber. He is quick middle in.
117 exit velocity.
And that way, he does not lack for strength.
So it's a ball and a strike. And another strike called by Vic Carapazza. George Baker at first. Marvin Hudson at second. Hunter Windelstead at third. Overshift is on for Schwarber. Got him, and that's how this game gets started.
Vic Carapazza, the plate umpire, man, that's a good pitcher's umpire. It's a big zone, and he likes to ring guys up. He looks for strikes.
So here's Baez. By the way, Schwarber was 1 for 5 last night with a home run. Baez was 0 for 4.
And when you hang up an 0 for 4 on Baez, you've done something. Dangerous hitter.
First pitch is down around his ankles, and it's a ball and no strikes. With Bryant to follow, Cubs are in first place in the Central by a game and a half over Milwaukee. In tight again, 2-0. Milwaukee currently is getting shut out by the Reds at home, 8-0. Hitters count for Baez, and he lines it to left. Dickerson's over. He'll be able to cut it off, but for Baez, it'll be a double. All Giants games on NBC Sports Bay Area are streamed live on the My Teams app for the mobile or tablet. Stream the Giants on the go, brought to you by your NorCal Honda dealers. Here's Bryant. Bryant hitting .295. He went 1 for 4 last night. He's 4 for 13 lifetime against Madison Bumgarner. The pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike.
That's a changeup. Starting to see more and more of that pitch early from Bumgarner, especially on the first pitch. See what Bryant has done the last 16 games. He's been hot, hitting a nice, even, rotund .350.
Baez with a base hit to center field, or make that Bryant. Baez is going to score, and it's 1-0 Chicago. So back-to-back hits here in the first inning, and here's Rizzo.
Take a look at the little hanging breaking ball that Bumgarner tries to wrap around the outside part of the plate. And Bryant, I mean, just kind of takes what Bumgarner gives him. Not a whole lot of swing there, just using the middle of the field. He gets himself an RBI as a reward. Good at bat.
Here's Rizzo. Rizzo at .293 with 20 home runs. There's a pitch inside, 1-0. An RBI shy of 70.
He's having a great year.
Bryant's got a couple of steals. There's a line drive down the right field line. Foul.
I mean, that swing right there is what you think you're gonna see from Rizzo every time. He gets on top of the plate, he opens up the stance, and he's got a setup that makes you believe he's trying to yank, he's trying to pull. He set an outside target. This goes middle in. Giants catch a break right here. For a guy who's got 20 home runs and 69 RBIs, I mean, he had a good pitch to hit right there.
A little flare down the left field line. That's going to be foul.
Mario Chavez, our ball dude in the third base line tonight. 0 for 1.
I think the boos you heard were from Cub fans.
It's Clyde Frelick over at first base. Yeah, you don't boo ball dudes or ball babes, for that matter. You just don't.
Hit on the ground to Sandoval. There's 1 and 2. That man can play all over the place. 1-0 Chicago. A run for the Cubs. Giants are coming up. Here's their lineup, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Belt, Posey, and Sandoval. Dickerson back in the lineup. He's the cleanup hitter. See Brendan Crawford. He's done over his last 24 games. Yastrzemski, Pilar, and Panik, and Madison Bumgarner will hit 9th.
On the hill tonight for the Chicago Cubs is going to be the right-hander Yu Darvish. Darvish in his 8th year at the big league level. He's 33. He's 32. He'll be 33 next month. Big guy, 6'5", 215-pounder. This is what he's done in 20 starts. 3 and 4 with a 4.46 ERA with 126 strikeouts, 109 innings. And he's got quality stuff. You're going to see mid to high 90s with his fastball velocity. He'll 2 and 4 seam. He'll cut it. He's got a curveball, a slider, a splitter, all of which he can strike you out with. He's only had 1 lifetime start against the Giants, and in that start he went 7 shutout innings, and he 3-hit the Giants on 5 strikeouts without a walk. So he's never lost. Just a 1-0 in 1 opportunity, and now tonight his 2nd start.
Belt on the first pitch pops one into center field, and Almora, who got a late jump, recovers.
Let's take a look at the Cubs defensively, starting in their outfield from the left to right. It's going to be Schwarber, Almora, and Hayward. Good arms across the board. Baez and Bryant will be on the left side of the infield. Garcia and Rizzo, they'll be on the right side. And Victor Caratini, he'll be in the squad, put down the signs.
Here's Buster Posey, 259, 5 home runs, 28 driven in. And Buster looks at a strike. He's faced Darvish before, just 3 at bats, and he's 0 for 3.
Everything out of the stretch for you, Darvish.
Line drive, base hit. So the Giants with their first hit and base runner, and that'll bring up Sandoval. A nice play by Sandoval.
That ball had some spinach on it too. A little weird. Sandoval glove tags Bryant and then completes the play with Rizzo. And all done like he does it every day at second base. So it goes 5 unassisted, 3.
Sandoval at 263. Opened up the 8th inning with a double last night, and that's what got things going.
He hit a pitch last night that was about a foot in, and how he hit it and kept it fair, I have no idea.
And it was the only hit he had in 4 at bats. Double play ball to Baez, and that'll end the inning. After 1, it's 1-0 Chicago.
Giants baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Kelly Moore Paints. Go where the pros go. Kelly Moore, the painter's paint store.
Well, Giants fans, StubHub is your ticket out to once-in-a-lifetime experiences. From Giants games to amazing concerts to shows you just don't want to miss. StubHub, your ticket out. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the San Francisco Giants.
It's Albert Almora to lead things off. 1-0 Chicago. The pitch, and it's a strike, and it's 0-1. Almora, 9 home runs, 27 runs batted in, hitting .239.
Well, his first 3 at bats, he's seen the ball pretty well from Bumgarner. 2 for 3, lifetime.
Yeah, Tony's Pizza fed us tonight. Fed all the broadcasters and their family and their friends, and it was fabulous.
It really is great pizza. It is one of our favorites. And we got to run the spectrum of his different type of pizzas tonight. So nice going, Tony. Thanks for stopping by. We give you a 2 thumbs up.
Foul back.
I think it was your son Cole that first turned us on to the Slice House.
Yeah, there's one in Walnut Creek.
Well, I consider Cole an expert. It's good.
On the ground, foul again.
So Mario Chavez, Papa Chav.
0 for 2.
Best way to
to work a ground ball at your age is wait till it stops rolling.
And then pick it up.
Pick it up.
Rawlings guy.
One and two. Yeah, everybody's goal in life should be get to an age where you can be a potential fantasy camper.
Yeah, that's right.
Got him. Second strikeout, bringing Hayward to the plate.
Good location with that curveball in the 1-2 count. Drop it down and hope he chases. And really, you try and bounce on home plate or the dirt between home and the catcher. That's just about perfect. And take a look at the background. The one thing you don't see very well is spin. And curveballs, that's what they're all about.
Hayward takes a strike. Hayward swinging the bat pretty well. 272, 15 home runs, 43 driven in. Crawford's going to roll in front of Panic and throw out Hayward.
Well, every once in a while Crawford will do something that's kind of hard to explain, and the footwork that he used on this play was kind of remarkable. It's almost like he threw it off his right foot. Let's take a look and see, because he didn't have time to set his feet really, but in the end he got a little shuffle step and got a direct stride to first base. It happened so quickly, and he had so much momentum going towards the Cubs bullpen. It just looked unusual.
Robel Garcia fouls it back, and it's 0-1. He hit a ball into the water last night for a solo home run. He's a switch hitter, and that home run was his 4th of the year. And what's significant about that, he's only had 35 at bats. Dirt, 1 and 2.
Well, I mean, those are impressive.
So that means he would have 12 in 100 at bats if you just keep moving the numbers
so
along.
Basically 60 home runs. But yeah, but also look, he's got 10 hits, 4 homers, 2 doubles, 2 triples. And last night the home run, 454 feet. It caught our imagination. Let's take a look, and Sean Anderson, if you're going to give one up, give up a big one, and that is a big one.
Yeah, Jeremy Affeldt was up in the booth before the game. He said, "That's the longest one I've ever seen."
It was a big one.
2 and 2.
The last 5 years, Garcia played in the Italian League. So they have 3 games a week. They work out 2 days and they have 2 days off. That's a great league. If you're 45.
Yeah, you probably want to play a little bit more than that.
Well, I think like 5 or 6 days a week you should play.
Don't forget the My Teams app is your choice or your source for live stream Giants games on NBC Sports Bay Area. Check out Alex Pavlovich and all the news and notes. Trade deadline's coming up in just 8 days. It's all on the My Teams app. Here's Caratini. First walk issued by Bumgarner.
We played it in Puerto Rico in winter ball one year. We played 5 days a week. We had Mondays and Fridays off. And if you're a starting pitcher, you pitch once a week. Always on the same day.
Hit out to Pilar in center field. He said, "I got it." And he does. great to be a pitcher. 1-0 Cubs.
Giants baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by the California Academy of Sciences, the world's only aquarium, rainforest, and planetarium.
Well, you don't have time to scroll through today's news feed? Well, now you can catch up on the stories you really want while you're on the go. Watch Synced In on Instagram, hosted by NBC Bay Area's Abby Fernandez. Find NBC Bay Area on Instagram.
Beautiful night for baseball. Cubs and Giants. Game 2 of this 3-game series. Dad trying to share his popcorn with Junior.
Yeah, the easiest way to share with your kid is hold it like a foot above his head.
So he can't reach it.
He can't reach it.
Dickerson takes high, hitting .348, 5 home runs, 23 driven in.
He was checking out the My Teams app.
I think he was. There's a strike.
Dickerson, the last couple days missing some time with some tightness in his oblique. Took batting practice today, said I'm good to go. And here he is in the lineup.
Drives it out into right center field, and this is hit well, and it is off the bottom of the wall, and Dickerson's going to stop at second. All right, with that double, let's go to Amy G.
All right, gentlemen, we have Royce Clayton, Forever Giant, with us, and it is African American Heritage Night here. And earlier tonight, you were part of a really important panel that discussed the impact of African American players on the game, and specifically Willie Mays and our late Willie McCovey. And Royce, you know, what did they mean to the game, and what did they mean to you as an African American player?
It meant so much to me being a Giant, just understanding the history of the game. You know, having Dusty as our manager was obviously very vital to the education process, but to have Willie and, you know, stretch around and be able to pick their brains, and it's just such an honor and a privilege, and, you know, spend time with him today is just warms my heart, because it really impacted my career, and my job is to pass it down to the kids I coached back in high school at Oaks Christian.
And nights like tonight, you're able to do that. On a different subject, I ask kids all the time who their favorite Giant is currently, and so many of them say Brandon Crawford. Well, Brandon Crawford had a favorite player too, and it's this gentleman right here. It's quite the badge of honor. Royce Clayton, Brandon's favorite player. He's been a huge part of this turnaround for the Giants this season. As you watch the team, what are you seeing about their perseverance? You've been in a situation when you played where people had counted you out and you were able to flip the script.
Yeah, just watching the game right now, Alex leads off with a double, and Brandon does a little ground ball to get him over, but just the little things are things that mean so much to a team that keeps the momentum going, and, you know, pass the torch. And he's that kind of player that has a championship experience that, you know, he can bring to everybody else that's infectious on the ball club. So just the little things like that really change your season around. And there's also a chip on your shoulder when people count you out, that you want to prove them wrong. And with the wild card, anything can happen. We've seen that in the past too.
And Royce did a pretty good play-by-play there. Hey, I like it. Gentlemen.
Yeah, easy, Royce. He only played a couple years, right?
17. Played
that?
for 11 different teams, but believe me when we tell you this, it was our pleasure. He was a joy, and you could see why Brandon Crawford loved him, because he was a very stylish shortstop. They have a lot of similarities in their game.
Yastrzemski with a runner at third and less than 2 outs fouls that one down the right field line. Hitting .265 with 28 runs batted in, and he's got 9 home runs.
Royce Clayton wound up hitting 110 home runs. Lifetime batting average .258.
Lifted out to left, tagging is Dickerson. Schwarber catching. Here's the throw home. It's a little bit offline. Not in time. Dickerson slid around the tag. It's 1-1. What a great slide.
Yeah, the Cubs are going to review it. But the way that Dickerson got up leads you to believe that he was not touched. And he takes an inside route as the ball goes away from the foul line. He's safe.
He made it.
And for a guy 6'3", 235 pounds, that's pretty good agility to avoid getting tagged. We got a tie ball game, folks. Nice at bat, Mike Yastrzemski.
Yeah, he moves around pretty good for a big guy.
Yeah, he really does. So the at bat from Crawford to get him over, a significant at bat in this inning.
Pilar with a swing and a miss.
Take a look, and Schwarber's got a good arm. You can see the background. Kevin Pilar is there with his left arm, and he's telling him to take that inside route. And that's exactly what Dickerson did. When you're an on-deck hitter, if that runner's coming in from third to home, you become a base coach.
And you can get fairly close. There's no rule. You have to stay a certain distance away.
You see Pilar telling him which way to go.
He's pointing around like he's directing traffic. No, you go over here, and you go over here. Got him. First strikeout. Giants tie it up as we head to the third. All right, back here at Oracle Park for the third inning, and tonight's third inning is presented by Wells Fargo. It's a 1-1 ball game. Darvish stands in. He's 4 for 34, and he takes outside for a ball.
Darvish is tall, 6'5", big strike zone. Does have a lifetime homer. See his numbers for this year, hitting 118 with a couple of ribeyes.
Schwarber to follow. On the ground to Panik, and Panik will make the play. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy.
Forever Giant Kevin Mitchell, one of my all-time favorite Giants, and it's hard to believe it's been 30 years since that '89 team. I mean, blink, wow. What do you take from that season? What does it mean to you when you think back on it?
Family. A lot of family.
Excited for the reunion?
I am very excited. You know, I probably would have came up here in a wheelchair just to see these guys. I just asked somebody how many players are coming, but it's going to be good to see everybody. You know, I haven't seen anybody at all. I just asked about Matt Williams, but I know he's working right now, but he's in our prayers, though.
Mike Kruko's excited about it, too.
Oh, man, I can't wait to see Kruk. You know, we got a handshake. You know,
I bet you do. I bet there's a lot there.
You know, I listen to the games every day that they play at home, and I watch the games. But it's always an enjoyment just listening to you talk on the air, though, too. So.
Thank you. Well, with that, because you watch so much, listen, you were part of a couple of World Series teams yourself on the winning side and the losing side. You know what it takes to get there. What can you say about how this team has really turned everybody's, opinion around? They are really grinding it out right now. Do you like what you're seeing for them to take this into the playoffs?
Most definitely. You know, I live in San Diego, so that's all I hear about is the Padres. I stay on everybody's bumpers about it, but I say, don't give up on these guys. I'm telling you, because it's a grind about them. You know, they hungry, and they got off to a slow start, but it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. So as long as they finish strong, I think everybody's going to be happy. Everybody's not swinging the bat like I thought everybody would, but it's going to take all of them to get there. I think they're going to have a chance to get there. And like I said, I don't care how many games you win as a team, you never know what can happen.
Especially in this game. And if you say it, I believe it. Kevin Mitchell, one of my all-time favorites. Guys?
Yes, a favorite of all of ours. Are you kidding me? As this is lifted out to left for Dickerson. The Giants completely changed in 1987 when he showed up.
Boogie Bear really really a good guy and fun to play with. And if there was a good story in the clubhouse, he had the best laugh. But I'm telling you what, man, you put a dollar bill at home plate and that guy would, I mean, those guys we got from San Diego in that deal, he and Dave Dravecky and Craig Lefferts, I mean, they were difference makers with the Giants. And they found a home in San Francisco, and it was my pleasure to play with those guys.
There's a strike to Baez.
Mitch comes up here and wins an MVP. Wow. And you talk about a gauntlet pitching to him and Will Clark and Matt Williams. I mean, that's some thump.
Baez towards the hole. Crawford's got it. Gets up and throws. Not in time.
Tell you what, it wasn't bad for lack of effort on either the front side of the play or the back side of the play. Crawford and Belt, I mean, they did all they could to try and get this out. Only the speed of Baez prevented it. Giants are looking at it. But there was brilliance on both ends of it. Backhander, he knew he had to get up quickly because Baez runs well. And the dig out of the dirt from Brandon Belt is just gold glovish. And it was called correctly. He was safe.
Here's Bryant, who singled in the first, and it knocked in Baez, who had doubled in front of him. Baez thought about it. He's got 5 steals on the year. He's been thrown out 5 times.
At what point do you become discouraged?
About what?
Should I stay or should I go?
I mean, when you're 500 in stolen bases?
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, a guy that's 5 and to throw it 5 times means he's guessing. Now he goes. Posey's up and throwing, and it's not in time.
He guessed right there. Posey didn't have much of a chance. And that is a huge jump. So once again, Bryant gets to hit with a runner in scoring position.
In tight, 2-1. Rizzo on deck. Second pitch for Bumgarner. 2 outs here in the third.
You want to be 45 pitches or less at the end of the third inning. Get an idea as to where he is in his pitch count, about where he should be.
Runner goes. Posey will not throw.
Well, if a pitcher is going to be predictable with his head turn, and you can get him timed right, get after it. Another huge jump. I mean, Posey not even having a chance to get off a throw. Deal is, you can't get thrown out with 2 outs. You cannot make the third out at third.
Three and 2.
Well, he was coming down the line right there.
I don't know. I was getting worried. You're right.
Maybe thinking about trying to steal home. I've never seen a guy try to do it a 3-2 count. Baez has got a little craziness to him in a good way.
On the ground, base hit. So just like that, this combination does it again. And the Cubs take the lead.
And they set an inside target, and this just misses out over the plate away at the belt. And for a guy who's 6'5", you know, he likes that ball down. He likes it middle away. The intention was inside. They just didn't get it to the location they wanted to.
A little low and a little outside to Anthony Rizzo. Another very energetic crowd tonight. Rizzo fouls it off opposing.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel like a Tuesday night crowd. It feels like a Friday night crowd.
Last night, 37,119. In tight, and it hit him. So here's Almora.
Get up on top of the plate. I mean, you do run the risk. Anything that goes up plate with a little movement running in on you, it's hard to get out of the way. 17th time he's been hit by a pitch. Only Derek Dietrich of the Reds has more with 22. Just skimmed off his right forearm. And this has become a stress inning.
A 2-out hit by Baez made it stressful. One ball and one strike.
Same curveball he struck him out with to lead off the second inning. And if he's swinging at that curveball down below the zone, I mean, he's going to see it again.
Two and one.
Bumgarner would like to save it for a 2-strike pitch. Trick is getting that second strike to be able to set it up.
Foul back. 2-2.
Ooh. But that curveball set up again. But he got away with one there on that 2-1 pitch. And Almora was on it.
Slowly, Sandoval in front of Crawford, and they got him, and that'll end the inning. Cubs pick up a run. It's 2-1 Chicago.
Giants baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area is presented by Wells Fargo, the official sponsor of the third inning.
Cubs with a 2-1 lead, bottom of the third, and Joe Panik's going to lead things off. Breaking ball to Joe Panik for a strike. 3 hits last night for the Giants second baseman. Got his average up to 239. Bumgarner on deck. On the ground, foul. He got the hit to knock in the winning run. Poked the double.
First pitch, they opened up a lane, and he shot it right down past Chris Bryant, who never had a chance.
Called him out. Second strikeout for Darvish.
And we talked about the big strike zone of Vic Carapaz, and that really has been the first example of it. And he has no fear of ringing guys up. But I don't think that was the right call. I think Joe Panik would agree with me.
Well, plus he's an agreeable fellow.
Yeah, he is.
Bumgarner 5 for 40 with a home run, 3 runs batted in. And he takes a strike. He will sit on a pitch. Taps it foul. It's 0-2. The 0-2 to Madison Bumgarner. Here it is. And it's a high fastball taken. Set up away, maybe even off the plate. And that's where he throws it, 2-2. Brandon Belt on deck.
Perfect pitch on the outside corner. Well, next homestand, Bryce Harper and the Phillies are going to visit San Francisco for the only time this year from August 8th to the 11th. And on Thursday, August 8th, is Marvel Night 2. With your special event ticket, you're going to get a Giants-themed Hulkbuster bobblehead and a ticket to see the Giants take on the Phillies. First pitch, 6:45. Go to sfgiants.com/special events.
See some of the folks still coming in. As Belt takes a strike. 6:45 start, not 7:15. Belt popped out in the first.
That's tough. You know, you get used to one start time, and it's been that way for years, and now all of a sudden they change times. Some people are just going to get here late.
That is a fact. Belt's got a base hit. Well, he doesn't do that very often, and I'm sure there are times where he tries, but he just hits a lot of balls in the air to left field.
Well, he really stayed inside that. I mean, that was a back-controlled swing. Watch the elbows collapse as, you know, he stays inside the breaking ball and just shoots it over there where there's nobody standing. I mean, this is like he's playing pepper. That's not a home run swing. That's a take advantage of the left side hole.
So with 2 outs, Belt is aboard, and here's Buster Posey, who lined a single into center field in the first inning, and he takes a pitch low, 1-0. Sandoval on deck. Low again. So Cubs scored with 2 outs and nobody on. Giants trying to do the same thing here in the 3rd. StatCast AI powered by AWS.
And you can see the defense. They pitch the gap in right center, and they give the Posey the line in left field. Darvish wanted that pitch. You think back to the strike 3 on Joe Panik. It's pretty much the same location. One was with a breaking ball, one was with a fastball. I don't think either one of them were strikes. Now Posey not exactly that happy. Such is the life of an umpire. They set an outside target. This thing comes inside.
And 96 jumped a little bit. It's 3-2.
Yeah, 96 has a tendency to do that. He's got a little more too. I mean, he can go 98, 99.
Belt is going to go. And Buster fouls it down the right field line.
Yeah, that was 98 at the knees with a little cut. I mean, it's, when you watch Darvish, I mean, he's not a guy that maxes out. Got pretty fluid motion, throws pretty easy. Take a look at the numbers that he amassed when he was playing in Japan. A remarkable career there.
3-2. Belt takes off. Got him. Strikes out the side. 4th inning coming up.
Giants baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Mr. Pickles Catering. We make great sandwiches, so your next lunch meeting can be great.
Well, when startups need money, they go to Sand Hill Road in Silicon Valley. That's the inspiration behind NBC Bay Area's podcast, Sand Hill Road, hosted by Scott McGrew. Subscribe now. New episodes are available. Here's Hayward. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Hayward bounced out to Crawford in the 2nd. Fouls it out of play. He's had decent success against Bumgarner. He's 5 for 19 with a home run.
Well, he's a middle of the way guy, long arms. He likes the ball out over the plate. And for Bumgarner, a left-hander, I mean, that's where all his breaking balls are going to go. They're going to go away from Hayward. And I bet the majority of hits that he's had against Bumgarner have been on cuts, sliders.
Drives it to right, but Yastrzemski is going to get there and make the catch.
Well, in 1 year, the world's best athletes will compete on the world's biggest stage. The Olympic Games return live from Tokyo on the networks of NBC.
There's Garcia, who walked in the 2nd. In tight, 1-0. The curveball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Big, slow curveball. Kind of froze Garcia.
Cubs have not been that impressive on the road. They're 10 games under 500 on the road. But at home, now that's another story. 2-2. At home, the Cubs are 36-18.
Yeah, they have just been tearing it up at Wrigley Field.
Three and two.
The one thing that the Cubs have not done well with on the road is play defense. They have created a lot of opportunity on the road, whereas they have not done that at Wrigley Field.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to Crawford. Crawford gets the grass cutter and throws him out. Bringing Caratini to the plate. It's 2-1 Chicago here in the fourth. Day game tomorrow. Sleep fast. And then it's been a while since the Giants enjoyed an off day, and trust me, they will enjoy it on Thursday. So will we.
Yes, we will. It's a travel day for the team as they head down to San Diego. But they're not in a big hurry to leave San Francisco. They'll leave in the afternoon.
Panic's got it. And that's going to end the inning. Sandoval, Dickerson, Crawford coming up.
Copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
Well, on Sunday, August 11th, the band is getting back together as the Giants celebrate the 30th anniversary of the 1989 World Series team. 30 years? Really? First 20,000 fans are going to receive a commemorative Battle of the Bay pin presented by Fanatics. First pitch is 1:05, but plan to get to the ballpark early for a pregame tribute to the 89 team. Roger Craig will be here, Will Clark, Kevin Mitchell, Robbie Thompson, and many more. Tickets always available. Go to sfgiants.com.
Giants trail by a run. It'll be Pablo Sandoval to lead things off. You don't have to talk about the hitting background anymore.
Finally, a much more fair ballpark for the hitters.
Sandoval takes a strike.
Still, it's kind of dusky. I mean, it's kind of gray. The lights haven't taken full effect. I mean, from here on out, it's going to get a lot easier to see.
Out in front, nothing in two.
Curveball's been a good pitch for Darvish. Same one he struck out Posey on the 3-2 count. Short, quick, downward bite. And he hadn't even thrown the split yet. That's another swing and miss pitch that he has.
So 1-2. Out of play. Well, stay connected to your Giants with all the speed, coverage, and control you need with Xfinity XFi. This is way beyond Wi-Fi. This is XFi. I don't know. Want you to have it. Come on.
Really?
Yeah. 1-2 pitch. Here it is to the Panda. Slowly hit. Charging will be Garcia. And he'll underhand it softly to Rizzo. 1 out.
Nice play. Well, the Giants game, that's right. This one, it's brought to you by Monterey Bay Aquarium. Keep your eye on the conservation ball. Skip the plastic straws you don't need. Use a reusable water bottle. Share the love. Share your voice. Monterey Bay Aquarium.
Dickerson doubled in the second.
Always moving. Rocking back and forth.
Steals a strike. And a high fastball to even the count. You just go by what's going on in the last 10 games with these two teams. The Cubs are 7-3 in their last 10 games, and the Giants are 9-1. Fouled out of play. So Dickerson now have to fight. Hit well to left. Schwarber back at the wall, out of here. And this game is tied. Home run number 6.
It is such a different lineup when he's in the middle of it. And he gets the Dickerson chant. They try to get in on his hands. They threw 96-mile-an-hour two-seam move with that. Got away. And Dickerson backspins it out to left field. That's just a great swing of the bat. It's a strong man right there.
Here's Crawford. Crawford digs one out, and it's off the glove of Rizzo and into right field. I think he misjumped.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think expect a little more speed from that line drive. Yeah, that or he's got some cement issues. Let's take a look.
Yastrzemski with a sacrifice fly in the second.
Yeah, I'm going with cement in the shoes.
Up and in. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yastrzemski has been a good ad, and he has been red hot the last 12 games.
He's got a pretty good eye. He plays the outfield well. Put him in center field if you need a guy out there. Yeah, I think you're right. He has been a good ad.
I mean, he's a professional baseball player is what he is.
All those at bats in the minor leagues, he came up here ready to go. He's not biting either. It's 3-0. What do you think he had for at bats in the minor leagues?
I think he had close to
1,500.
Yeah, or more, 2,000 maybe. 1,800. We're going to find out.
That's what bogus information is for. It's 3-1.
PI is on it.
It may be closer to 2,500. 3-1. See what Crawford does. Well, we'll find out. Three and one to Yastrzemski. Pull the string. It's 3-2.
Good 3-1 pitch right there. 2,600 minor league at bats.
There you go. So you think you're ready?
Those are professional at bats. He's absolutely ready.
I mean, I'm sure you probably play winter ball somewhere. All the bats in spring training.
Instructional league. You're talking 3,000 at bats.
Absolutely.
Suffice to say, he's relaxed in that batter's box.
3-2. See if Crawford goes. He does. It's outside. He walked him.
Did not want a challenge. You know, we've seen this in the past with Darvish before. If somebody takes his fastball and he leaves the ballpark with it, he'll start nibbling with it, and he won't throw it and get it in counts. I mean, he has a command of 5 different pitches that he will throw 3-2. But he did not want to throw a fastball to Yastrzemski. He came at him with a 3-1 breaking ball. He came at him with a 3-2 breaking ball.
So Tommy Hotovy, the pitching coach, is out. When we talk about minor league guys, I think over the years, Mike, we've set the bar at about 1,500 at bats, which is a good number if you can get that many before you get here. Some don't need that, but a lot of guys need more than that.
Well, and I think if you're a starting pitcher, I think you need 500 innings before you get up here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, it's not as dramatic for a relief pitcher, but I think a relief pitcher should have 100 innings before he gets up here.
Or, you know, go by even appearances with relief guys. Here's Pilar, who struck out looking in the second. Drives one to left center field. Hit very well. It is off the bottom of the wall. Yastrzemski read it that way all the way. He's going to score. Pilar with a double. Yastrzemski had the best angle, and he took off at the crack of the bat.
And he was not thinking about the fastball. He was up there looking for a breaking ball. You watch his front foot when he strides out. It is timed to the off-speed pitch. He goes up there in that batter's box, and he knows that fastball is not on the what he's going to see. And he sees a breaking ball, and he was all over it. I mean, he's leaving the box there. He's thinking it's out of the ballpark. It's at about a third of the way up the wall. Gets himself a couple RBIs. Created a one-pitch advantage, got the pitch he was looking for and didn't miss it.
Here's Panik. Panik fouls it back.
Another breaking ball from Darvish.
4 hits in the inning and a walk. Still just 1 out. Hit out to left field, moving Schwarber back. And he'll make the catch. 2 outs. Bruce Bochy calls him Babe, and it's not for power, it's the way he moves.
Dickerson?
Yeah, he said he just moves like a big guy, like Babe.
Well, he is a big guy. 6'3", 235.
And he's hitting them like that. You can call him that for other reasons.
And he's hitting like the Babe.
Here's Bumgarner, who struck out in the 3rd. And he checks his swing, and it's a foul.
It's all breaking balls right now. That's really nothing unusual when you see a pitcher pitch to another pitcher. Usually you're going to see a lot of breaking balls, especially a guy who's got a reputation to the fastball like Bumgarner has. But right now, Bumgarner's sitting on a breaking ball.
Well, you got a breaking ball, but it was low.
And that was 94 above the hands.
1 and 2.
Take a look at the StatCast on Alex Dickerson's opposite field home run. Hit it 101 miles per hour, 372 feet. And we got a man making a play out there. That babe.
I love those fastball challenges to Bumgarner. I want to see another one. Although Darvish keeps shaking it off. One and 2 with Pilar at second. Low 2 and 2. Belt on deck. Got him. Giants scored 3 times, and the game tying run was this. Alex Dickerson with home run number 6. It's bye-bye baby. Giants scored 2 times after that, and they lead 4-2. Here's our T-Mobile connection to the game on this date in 2005. The Giants retired Gaylord Perry's number 36. One of 9 numbers retired by the Giants. And there you see all of the other numbers that have been retired. Terry, Ott, Hubble, Irvin, Mays, Marichal, Cepeda, McCovey. Jackie Robinson, of course, is retired. The number 42 by all teams. Here's Darvish. And he takes a strike.
Now the next number to be retired by the Giants is probably going to be Bruce Bochy.
That's correct.
There's Boch. And if he gets in the Hall of Fame, which we all think is inevitable, sooner than later we hope, there will be a statue. So if you're going to have a statue of Bruce Bochy, where are you going to put it? I think they should have him sitting in the dugout like that.
Yeah. Pulled on the ground, foul.
No, serious business. Where would you put it?
That's a really good question, Mike. Well, it'd be hard to put it anywhere on the field or.
No, it's got to be outside the park so people could come and see it even when they weren't coming to the ball game, which I think is what's so cool about all the other statues.
Got him swinging.
Watch Yastrzemski at first base on the Pilar double. Going anticipate. You can't break until you know that it's not going to be caught. And from first base, kind of with a jogging start, 11.16 seconds. Low flying.
Here's Schwarber. And a strike to Schwarber. How about wherever the Giants put the bullpens? His statue is really close to that, just because of how great he ran bullpens.
Yeah, he did. One of his strengths as a manager, when he was in San Diego, and since he's been here in San Francisco, is his ability to protect his bullpen, to use it in its most efficient way.
How about on a bar stool at Momo's?
Yeah, he would laugh if he heard you say that.
Two balls and one strike. Pulled foul, 2-2.
All right, Clyde Frelick. He's got the greatest glove of all times. One of the first ones ever made, I think. Guaranteed to make your hand smell funky. But he loves it. And every time he comes, he wears that glove. That's Mario Chavez over at third base.
Got him. 4 strikeouts. Here's a look at our upcoming Giants TV calendar, brought to you by Wendy's. We'll talk about tomorrow's game right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. 12:30 pregame live will be at 11:30. Game time 12:30. And then right off the bat on Friday, NBC Sports Bay Area in San Diego. 7 p.m. start, pregame live at 6. Back to San Diego. The pitch to Baez. Bumgarner knocks it down. Side retired. Belt to lead things off.
Shut down inning.
Giants baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Humboldt Redwood. Naturally strong, naturally beautiful decking, fencing, and timbers. Visit getredwood.com to learn more.
Here it's 4-2 Giants. His Belt waits, and he takes low, 1-0. Belt is 1 for 2. And he takes a strike. Belt hit a ground ball right where the shortstop played for 150 years, and he got a base hit. Not now. Goes the other way, but it's right at Schwarber. He's going to make the catch.
Well, watch every out-of-market regular season game live or on demand with MLB.tv. Your subscription includes MLB At Bat Premium, allowing you to stream live baseball on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Go to MLB.tv for details.
Here's Buster. Buster's 1 for 2. Darvish hits the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Sandoval on deck.
He did pretty good at nailing down that knee-high location away.
Buster out in front as he lifts this one out into shallow center field. 2 outs.
I mean, that's the thing that really makes Yu Darvish intriguing, because he is a power arm and he can paint. He can paint the corner locations. Aren't you glad you're not sitting behind the cotton candy guy?
We used to have them stand in front of us from time to time, but when we started bringing that water spray bottle, that ended it.
Yeah, but water spray bottles are not his best friend.
Well, then they started to cover it in plastic, and that was no good for us.
Yeah.
Sandoval on the 0-1 pitch rolls it foul. It's 0-2.
I think cotton candy was the work of an evil scientist myself.
Yeah, I do too.
Better than pine tar.
So you think this is hot chocolate?
Yeah. The only thing good about vending cotton candy is it's not heavy.
I hate it. 1 and 2. I was
Fan.
never a cotton candy guy. Sandoval gets jammed. And that's going to end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Darvish. Bumgarner comes out. He's going to face the beef. It's 4-2 Giants.
Oracle Park. We want to give a quick shout out to new Hall of Famer Lee Smith. He's currently a pitching instructor in the Giants minor league system, and he thanked the San Francisco organization in his acceptance speech.
I have to thank another classy organization, the San Francisco Giants, for a chance to continue my life in baseball after I retired from pitching. I owe a lot to Bobby Evans, who I met when he was a Red Sox intern. Bobby opened the door for me to find a second chance career, something I love sharing the knowledge with my next generation of young pitchers.
Lee Smith pitched for 18 seasons in the majors. He went into the Hall as a Chicago Cub, and congratulations to the entire class of the 2019 Hall of Famers, guys.
Absolutely, and what a great class it was.
Yeah, and a very deserving class. So we tip our caps to all who got to hold their plaque up high with pride. And Lee Smith, I mean, I was there when Lee Smith first walked into the big leagues in Chicago. And what a gentle giant he is. A wonderful man.
Bryant spins on that and fouls it.
And it just bothers me that Lee had to wait a long time to get in. I mean, Hall of Famer, 100%. And the Hall of Fame, as usual, nailed it. The whole ceremony around the event was just so spectacularly done. And we say it every year. The Hall of Fame makes all of us in the baseball world very proud. And they certainly did on this Hall of Fame weekend.
It's 2-2. Bryant's 2 for 2. Got him. Round 3 goes to Bumgarner.
That's got to feel pretty good. 5th strikeout for Bumgarner.
Well, the Phillies are in town August 10th. The first 20,000 fans are going to receive a Giants Fog Globe presented by Xfinity. It'll be a very nice afternoon here at Oracle Park. sfgiants.com for tickets. Here's Rizzo, 0 for 1. Rizzo was hit just on the hand. He reached in the 3rd inning. It's this one on the ground out into shallow right field, and Panic's going to throw him out. And here's Albert Almora Jr. 81 pitches for Madison Bumgarner. Remember, he went 9 innings his last outing, and he wasn't very happy with the manager for not letting him go out to throw the 10th. And one of the reasons was he said, how many guys get to throw the 10th?
Not many. Not many, especially now.
So I think he felt like that was a badge.
Well, you absolutely do. And I think this generation, more than any generation, is starving for the 9th inning, let alone the 10th.
Pretty good pitch. Called the ball. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I mean, in order to pitch 9 innings, I mean, everything has to fall into place. The pitch count has to be low. I mean, you just aren't given the opportunity very often to go back out there. And it wears on guys. I know it wears on Bumgarner.
1 and 2.
I mean, this generation is as proud as any generation, and these guys want to see how they match up against some of the greats in the game. And complete games mean something to these guys. And to throw the 10th, a rarity.
Right to panic. Dickerson, Crawford, Yastrzemski coming up. (4-2) Giants. Here's Dickerson. Dickerson is 2 for 2. He's doubled and scored. He's homered. He just got a challenge right there.
Yeah, he did. That was buying back a little turf for Yu Darvish.
This was his home run to the opposite field.
Yeah, you see the target up at the hands, and they just didn't get it there. It just sort of leaked out with two-seam movement out of the way. And Dickerson just flipped it over the wall. And he got to run the Dickerson gauntlet.
On the ground, foul. This will be pitch number 70 for Darvish. Out of play. Well, the Reds are putting hurting on the Brewers. Milwaukee's at home. Cardinals are a red hot team right now. They win.
National League Central is going to be very interesting these last couple of months of the season.
Dickerson, little bouncing ball to Rizzo, and Darvish just beat him to the bag.
All right, it's Say Hey Tuesday. Let's take a look at the recap. Giants fans got to watch the pregame show live from Willie Mays Plaza. The first 500 fans received an authentic Dusty Baker Collector Edition cheer card with the toothpick.
So here's Crawford.
We need to get a speed of the ball that Dickerson just hit.
I mean the exit velocity?
Yeah. 31.2.
All right, well, higher than I thought.
I think that's got to be the lowest of the season.
Crawford pops it up. Tough sky right now. But Rizzo says, I got this one, and he does. 2 outs. Guy hits a pop-up like that. He's thinking, no, and I had a pretty good swing at that, and I just got underneath it. Here's Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski, a sacrifice fly and a walk. So in a game where the Giants have scored 4 runs, Yastrzemski has knocked one in and he scored one. Out in front, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Not giving in to that fastball on a fastball count. 1-0 breaking ball and a good one.
1-2. John Lester tomorrow against Tyler Beede. Up high and wide, 2-2.
Easy take, wasted pitch. You hate to waste them in a 1-2 or 0-2 count.
And he strikes out Yastrzemski for his 6th strikeout, and that ends the inning. 7th inning coming up. All right, here's our Toyota game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Darvish and Bumgarner. Well, Bumgarner's got the best of them so far. 6 innings, a walk, 5 strikeouts. He's allowed a couple of home runs, but Alex Dickerson is the story for the Giants offensively. He's got a double and a home run. He's scored 2 runs, and the Giants lead 4-2. Hayward fouls it out of play. By the way, I should mention Pilar, a huge double to knock in 2 runs.
On a first pitch breaking ball. Impressive at bat. I first saw Pilar and I thought this guy sits on the fastball all night long. He doesn't.
Hayward drives it down the right field line and foul. And the only reason I thought it was foul because I watched Hayward.
He never left the box.
He never did. Otherwise, I'm thinking that ball's gone.
Yeah. All right. How foul was it?
You really can't tell by that, but
yeah,
he knew it was foul. And this one is lifted out into Triple's alley, and nobody's going to get there. Pilar digs it out, and it's a leadoff double.
That's a nice play from Pilar to keep Hayward at second base. I mean, with Hayward's speed, this thing finds a gap between the right and center field. You're thinking 3 bags. But the quickness of Pilar to get the ball back into the middle infielders. I think it was Panik who got the cutoff.
I suppose he just called in Crawford and Panik. So this is clearly about either changing the signs or reminding everybody of the signs. Probably changing.
Anytime you see an older team, and the Cubs are a team full of veterans, you always suspect that they're going to be able to give signs and location when their runner gets at second base. He can relay it to the hitter. So you've got to have a plan. I mean, it really isn't uncharacteristic to see the signs change with the same hitter in the batter's box 2, maybe 3 times. And there's a lot of hand signals that Buster can use to change the signs.
Swing and a miss.
And when you change them often, it can be simple. It can be first signing. Okay, all of a sudden he comes up and Buster grabs his mask. That means it's second sign. Or last sign. Or first sign after a 2. Or a pump system. I mean, there's a lot of different variations of how to give signs. Steve Stone, the pitcher that Kipe hit his home run off of, and he's a Cy Young Award guy. I mean, he would call his own signs on the mound. He had his hand on his thigh. It was a fastball. It was to the side of his leg. It was a curveball. If it was behind his leg, it was a slider. And he called his signs as a pitcher.
0-2 to Garcia. Down low, 1-2. Cishek is The one on the right.
Rowan Wick, the other right-hander on the left side of your screen.
Got him.
And that's what he was pitching for. Strikeout number 6 for Bumgarner, and they're all swinging this strike threes. And that's exactly what he was setting out to do. Going right below the strike zone, getting Garcia to chase.
Caratini's popped out and he's hit a soft line drive to Panic.
Yeah, well, he's going to swing it. He likes to get after it early in the count.
Takes a strike and it's 0-1. Bodie. David Bodie on deck. Wide, 1 ball and 1 strike. Giants with a 4-2 lead. And the 1-1 pitch coming up. In tight. 2 balls and 1 strike. It's 95 pitches for Madison Bumgarner.
Yeah, he's airing it out right now. Probably going to be his last inning. He's not going to try and save anything. He is digging deep in the jar right now. There's Morante heading down to the pin.
And a base hit. Dickerson gets to it. His throw is high, and coming in to score is Hayward. So it's 4-3.
Take a look at the location of the pitch. Up, out over the plate. Got a nice job from Caratini to find a hole on that left side. And now it's a 1-run game. Alex Dickerson got away with not hitting the cutoff man.
He did.
Caratini very easily could have run into second base, put himself in score position. He missed an opportunity.
One ball and no strikes on the pitch high.
The pinch hit numbers career-wise for Bodie. I mean, you pinch hit a lot. You see a guy who's hitting over 400 as a pinch hitter. How do you explain that?
All I know is if you're really good at it, you better be careful. You're going to be doing it. I'm not going to put you in the starting lineup.
Taking yourself out of the lineup.
Foul. Butterfield jumps out of the way.
Yeah, but I mean, if you hit 260 as a pinch hitter,
if you hit 250, you're good.
You're premier.
Yeah, it's hard to explain an average like that. Tried to hit the outside corner but missed. It's 2-2.
That was pitch number 100. And one thing that's happened in this inning is he is elevated. Starting to get some pitches up, especially that changeup. Back a couple generations ago, they didn't. Pitch count was they kept it, but they watched how you started to elevate with your pitches. That told everybody on the bench you were getting tired.
Got him.
Do the changeup and set up the fastball, and he comes right across the knees, inside corner. Strikeout number 7, all by swing and miss strike threes. That was a slider. I beg your pardon.
Schwarber is 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Right at Yastrzemski. Side retired. Cubs do pick up a run. Giants will try to see if they can get it back. They're standing for Bumgarner.
Giants baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Toyota. A fast, powerful lineup that will make sure you're safe at home. See your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. By Southwest Airlines. Low fares, nothing to hide. That's transparency. By Provident Credit Union Super Reward Checking. We pay you. And by Xfinity. X1 will change the way you experience TV.
Giants with a 4-3 lead. The new pitcher is Rowan Wick. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Rowan Wick just called up yesterday. That's what he has done. He had those 5 games earlier this season, 3.86 ERA. He's a high 3/4 short arm release, very compact delivery. Rowan Wick, 26-year-old rookie from Vancouver, British Columbia. And what we saw him warming up with was a fastball and a good curveball.
There's a good fastball, and it's a called strike. He waited on that breaking ball, and he rolls it to Ron Wotus, and it's 0-2. Giants will try to get that run back as Zach Green's got a helmet on. Panic on deck. And he got him with a high fastball.
Well, you want a VIP Giants game experience? You can enter to become a Giants Authentic fan of the game. Hang out with pregame crew on set. Watch batting practice on the field. Game tickets, prizes, and much, much more. Go to NBCSportsBayArea.com/Giants. AFOG to enter.
Here's Panic. Joe 0 for 2. It's not Green, it's Stephen Vogt who's on deck. Check swing. Foul. Both teams with 6 hits. So Maranta will be the next pitcher for the Giants. The 0-2 pitch to Panic. Lifted out to left. Bryant moving back. And Bryant will make the catch. Here's our Coors Light cold hard fact. Most wins in last at bat MLB this season. Well, the Giants are on the list. They've got 14. Each of the last 4 Giants wins have come in their last at bat. How about that? So if Vogt gets pulled back, it's Green. There's a breaking ball down low. Swing. You're going to miss. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And
He started a little sooner.
Got down to the Giants batting cage today and watched Green hit his group. He's a big fella.
He hit some pretty long home runs during batting practice. He got a breaking ball and he pulls it foul. Now timeout is called. Well, if you're the San Francisco Giants, your team can't be a bunch of little guys.
You got to have some Giants, right? Well, they do.
2-2.
I mean, Samardzija, Sean Anderson.
Beatty's a big guy.
Beatty's a big guy. Drew Pomerantz's a big guy.
Bum.
Madison Bumgarner, big fella.
And he got him swinging to end the inning. Wick with a couple of strikeouts. Very impressive. Maranta is going to get the beef. It's 4-3 Giants.
It's your birthday.
There's no better place to take in the view than at your Bay Area Mercedes-Benz dealers.
Giants with a 4-3 lead. But it's time for a change. Things Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trusted oil change, tune-up, and smog experts.
43rd time that Reyes Maranta has come in. 2.58 ERA. And as you mentioned, he's going to take on the beef. Baez, Bryant, and Rizzo. That is the beef.
And a strike. The thing about Baez is if you give something up and away, he goes the other way.
And he gets extended. I mean, he can hit it out of the ballpark. In this ballpark, from foul line to foul line. That's the type of bat strength he has.
And the Giants are going to stay away. Be careful with that one.
Well, I mean, the intention was down and away, and it wound up going up and in at 98. I mean, up and in at 98 is not a bad pitch. But with this guy at the plate, if he hits that ball, it's going to elevate on contact.
Yep. Got him. Let's check in with Amy G.
All right, gentlemen, coming into tonight's game, the Giants have won 15 games in the month of July. 8 of those were come from behind victories. Bruce Bochy facing a deficit last night. He said it truly is a mindset. Once you've done it and come back to win, the confidence builds. He said this team knows they can come back against a deficit and against good pitching. They are a very confident group right now. With all that said, though, he said they'd rather not have to come from behind. Gentlemen.
Bryant fouls it out of play.
That big guy with lots of power. Power all over the field.
Low. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Maranta likes to work a quick pace. He's pretty much a get it and go guy. You don't see him shake off Buster Posey very often.
Fair ball down the right field line. They just got to keep Bryant from more than a double. And Yastrzemski does a good job of that.
This is nothing new. Seeing him take the ball down the right field line. He's got a very, very good opposite field approach. And if you get one-dimensional when you're pitching to Bryant and you sit on one side of the plate, he'll do exactly what he just did. He'll take that location, stays inside it, head stays down. I mean, that's just a controlled swing. A swing like that, it'll allow you to hit 300. I mean, no surprise he's coming into that at bat hitting 299, and now he's over the 300 mark. It's just a great at bat.
Here's Rizzo. Kurt Young's coming out. Is Tony Watson starting to jog down to the bullpen?
Crank it up. Madison Bumgarner, outstanding tonight. 7 strong. Opened up with a strikeout against Schwarber. And Ollie had 7 strikeouts, all swing and miss strike threes. And everything was working. Curveball, elevated the fastball, cutter. Another strong performance in which he has been giving the Giants every 5th day with consistency.
Here's Rizzo. Tapped slowly. Maranta is going to tag Rizzo. So he's out. That's a big out.
Oh, he got it on 1 pitch.
Here's Daniel Descalso. Is this Descalso? I believe it is.
One of the really good grinders on this Cubs team.
Yeah, the kid from around here. And with Maranta, Buster going to have to work, and it's 1 ball and no strikes.
Scalzo for Redwood City.
And a strike.
99 on the outside corner. This is Amy G's favorite player on the Cubs. You say, well, why is that? Well, because he went to UC Davis, and so did Amy G. A couple of Aggies. This will be the last hitter that Maranta faces, no matter what. But he wants to finish this inning himself. He doesn't want to have any help.
Three and one. And the walk. So Bruce Bochy's coming out. It's going to be the Watson-Hayward matchup. The Cubs with runners at the corners, 2 outs, and Tony Watson coming in. 4-3 Giants. The right call by TD Ameritrade. Pitchers to earn wins in their first 7 decisions as a reliever in a season. Giants history. Doc Crandall, who Mike did not play with. Jeff Brantley, who he did. Kelly Downs, who he did. Tim Morrell, who he didn't. And Trevor Gott, who he didn't. Got on the list.
Doc Crandall, no, I missed him. 1911. Old dog.
I used to cheer for Del Crandall, but he was a catcher. So here's Watson facing Hayward. And the pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball up the middle. Panik can't get it. This game is tied. So Hayward does it on one pitch.
He has not had a bad at bat in this series.
Well, he got a ground ball.
Giants played Hayward to pull. They took Panik out of straightaway positioning, moved him over about 5 steps, and that was all that Hayward needed.
So here's Garcia. Descalzo moves to third, and a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. And a bit low, not by much. So that run goes on Moranta's ERA. One and two.
Well, and it takes a chance to get a win out of the back pocket of Madison Bumgarner. He winds up getting a workout on the night.
Descalzo at third. Hayward at first. Three and two. Hayward will take off at the count 3 and 2. He goes. Got him. It's 4-4. Top of the order coming up.
Four tie. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Time now for our BioFreeze relief moment, powered by BioFreeze, fast-acting pain relief. Drew Pomeranz last night, first relief performance, and all he does is go 2 innings and strikes out 4. He gets Rizzo, Garcia, Maldonado, and pinch hitter David Bodie, and he was fantastic. 6 up, 6 down, 4 Ks. That's our BioFreeze relief moment.
So Rowan Wick is going to go back out as he had a very nice 7th inning. Now, however, he'll face the top of the order. Bunch of changes. Garcia goes to left. Hayward's in center. Bryant's in right. Descalzo's at second. Bodie, the third baseman, is in on the grass, and the lone defender on the left side. If Bell could bunt one down the third base line, he'd have a hit.
Great time for it.
And it's 2-0.
Brandon Kintzler, the right-hander, getting ready. Will Smith, the left-hander, getting ready.
Not close.
Oh, those are easy takes. Chance to take a leadoff walk, too.
strike.
Sit on a fastball.
Out of play.
And there it was at 96. Saw the numbers the last 20 games. Belt has been hot. Giants have been hotter. 16-4 as he's hit 310. But getting on base a ton. Being a good leadoff hitter.
And the walk.
Probably going to be the last hitter that Wick faces, and here comes Joe Madden. He's got the sinker baller Kinsler down in the pin, and he's going to him.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and smog experts. We'll be back. It's a 4-4 ball game. Brandon Belt just drew a walk. And Brandon Kinsler is the new pitcher.
Kinsler, take a look at what he has done in 42 games. 2-0 with a 2.21 ERA. 33 strikeouts in 40 2/3. And he's only given up 29 hits. What makes it special is he is a guy that can get a ground ball. And for a ground ball guy to get strikeouts, so that makes him a commodity. Easy to explain why he's in his 8th year at the big league level. Played a long time in Milwaukee, then he went to Minnesota, Washington. The Cubs got him last year. Kinsler going to be 35 years old in a week. Going to take on Buster Posey.
And Buster 3 for 6 lifetime with a couple of doubles. And a strike, and it's 0-1.
Fastball, slider, changeup for Kinsler.
Buster single in the first. He's 1 for 3. Way outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Belt goes, and Buster on a hit and run fouls it past Sandoval. So with Belt running, Posey has to make contact.
Yeah, it's a play you don't see very often, but Posey's a contact guy. He will go to right field. And with Kinsler and his ability to get the ground ball, all Boch is trying to do is get out of the double play situation.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't remember the last time this year we've seen a hit and run, but as Kipe said, you have to swing no matter what you see. It could be a 2-hopper. You got to swing.
Giants had a successful hit and run in Milwaukee, and I know that because we made a big deal about it, because you just don't see it happen very much.
No, you just don't.
Belt back.
I mean, you look at Brandon Belt. I mean, you don't think of him as being a base hitter. He's got 3 steals on the year. They're thrown out twice.
Lines drive right field. Diving and catching is Bryant. Nice play.
Well, for a guy that started the game at third base and has played at third base most of the year, then he went to left field. Now this inning he goes to right. That's a great play. Outfielders will tell you the hardest one to catch is the line drive hit right at you. So he ends up going on his belly to Spirit with that trapeze glove, 6-finger.
Sandoval 0 for 3 and 1 for 4 in his career against Kinsler.
I like him against sinker ballers because he's such a good low ball hitter.
You know,
that's just a little too low even for the Panda.
Well, his double in the 8th inning last night was one that was just barely off the ground. Double play ball. And this will end the inning. 9th inning coming up. 9th inning, it's tied 4-4 when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and smog experts.
So Will Smith going to pitch the top of the 9th inning here for the Giants. 44th game he's been in, 3-0 on the year with 24 saves. It is the philosophy of Bruce Bochy. Tie ball game at home. His closer is going to pitch that 9th inning, and I think a lot of managers share that same philosophy.
Caratini's going to lead things off. And the pitch is a strike, and it's 0-1. And a strike, it's 0-2. Bodie's on deck. Tapped to Panic. Panic will wait on a good hop. And on 3 pitches, Caratini's gone. And here's Bodie batting for the 2nd time. Kimbrel, Collins. Cap to 3rd. Sandoval charging, throwing high, and safe at first is Bodie. It actually got down the line pretty good, but it'll be an error.
Yeah, I think that's what surprised Sandoval. Coming in, looks up and realizes he's got to hurry it. Causes him to throw high. And there was no way, even if Belt fields this thing cleanly, there's no way that he could swipe tags Bodie because he's by him.
Here's Addison Russell pinch hitting. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
So Will Smith going to try and pitch through an error here. We got to watch Bodie. Smith got to hold him. Give Posey a chance should he decide to go.
And another guy with good pinch hit numbers. On the ground to third. Sandoval's got it. He goes to Panik. Panik to Belt. Double play. Dickerson's going to lead things off as we go to the bottom of the ninth. It's 4-4. All right, let's check out our Jeep drive of the game. And here it is. Alex Dickerson in the fourth inning in a 2-1 ball game ties it up with an opposite field home run. His 6th of the year, and that's our Jeep drive of the game. It's 4-4 when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Tim Collins, the new pitcher for the Cubs. You take a look at his numbers. 12 base runners allowed, 7 2/3. He's a 90-ish fastball. You can sink and cut a little bit. Got a curveball and a slider. That's what he warmed up with.
Lefties hitting them better than righties, and the Giants will send up 3 lefties. So here's Dickerson, who's 2 for 3. And it's outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Literally 3 miles between Bodie and the second baseman. Swinging a foul back. Descalzo. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
He was on it.
There's the space. Outfield deep. High fly ball to right. It's in the park to Bryant. 1 out. And here's Crawford. Crawford tonight is 1 for 3. Outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Crawford on the ground, foul to even the count. Here's the 1-1 to Crawford. Crawford drives one to right, but Bryant, now on the warning track, makes the catch. 2 outs. Sunday, this is what Yastrzemski did. He walked it off.
Fastball away, just flipped it out into left field bleachers. And everybody went home happy. His first walk-off. And he got the walk-off shower. Times 2.
And he takes high, 1-0. Right there for a strike.
This will be the last hitter that Collins faces. No matter what. Cishek, the right-hander, ready in the bullpen. Pilar, the right-handed hitter, on deck.
It's 3-1. Yastrzemski can air it out here on the swing if he chooses to. He does, and he rolls it slowly to first. Fair ball, and that's going to end the inning. We got the big fellas coming up. It's 4-4.
Well, the Cubs Giants are ahead to the extra innings part of our program. 4-4 ties. We go to the top of the 10th inning. Fourth time that the Giants have headed into extra innings since last Thursday. It was Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Now here Tuesday, they're doing it again.
Yeah, they've been very fortunate in extra innings. Here's Baez. Baez takes low. Bryant, who's got 3 hits on deck, and then Rizzo. Will Smith had only 7 pitches in the 9th inning.
Heads up. Look out, Amy G.
Of all the people down there, she's the one that's got the best chance of catching the ball.
Yeah, best athlete.
Outfield deep, as you would expect. Pilar shading towards right center field. And he's going to pop this one up to Panic. One out.
You watch Baez, and I mean, he's an emotional player. But he popped up, and I don't know if he was looking at Will Smith, but he was barking at somebody. Could have been barking himself, who knows? But watch the reaction as he pops it up. I mean, you know, that's the stuff right there that guys look at it, just kind of shake their head.
Here's Bryant. Bryant's been the toughest out in this lineup. And he takes low. Well, he got a hanging curveball, and he missed it.
Yeah. Well, if you're Will Clark, or Will Smith, rather, are you supposed to answer that?
Yeah, I think it was directed at him. I don't know. Strike to Bryant. Two and one. Well, the history between Bryant and Will Smith, 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts. On the ground to Sandoval, foul. 2 and 2. Well, the way Bryant's swinging the bat, that doesn't sound possible.
You're right.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Buster can't find it. Now he does. In a state of panic, he throws him out.
That is a moment where you can panic if you're a catcher. When you know you don't have it in your glove, you come up, take off your mask, and you can't find the ball.
I'm wondering if that hit the umpire. No, it didn't. It just like puked out of his glove.
It puked out of his glove. I don't think you could have described that any better. And panic over.
Here's Rizzo. What's the Rizzo history? 4 for 13. 2 doubles and a home run.
He's got him in his book. So you know what he's looking for. He's looking for that same pitch he took him deep on.
Oh, 2. Sandoval moves to the right of second. Came back and threw it again, and now you can see what Rizzo does. He chokes up about 3 inches when he gets 2 strikes on him, at least against a tough lefty. Got him. Pilar, panic, pinch hitter, 4-4. You're watching San Francisco Giants baseball on NBC Sports Bay Area, and it's home of the authentic fan. 39,747 here tonight. Not all Giants fans, but most of them are.
Well, she's a Giants fan. She's a Warriors fan.
Somebody put a lot of work into that.
Yeah. Plus it weighs 90 pounds.
Well, let's see if everybody's feeling it like that, as Cishek is about ready to go after Pilar. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Good solid season for Cishek. 7 saves, 3 wins, 2.58 ERA. Side armor with good velocity, slider and a changeup.
Pilar on the ground, foul. Pilar's only faced Cishek 1 time. He's 0 for 1. Drive into left center field. Hit very well. It is off the top of the wall. Pilar into second base. The Giants want to look at it. So, what do you think? Nope, double.
2 bases.
I mean, for whatever reason, the fans.
I just think we heard from the Cub fans.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Giants all thought their dugout that it was out of here. Right at the top of the fence.
So here's Panic. Panic takes high. 1 ball and no strikes.
It's always an advantage to have a left-handed hitter up there in a bunt situation, a runner at second base with nobody out. And that's right at the top of the wall.
Well, did it hit the fan's glove? And I don't think it did.
It did not. And it did not hit the pole behind the fence either.
2-0.
Advantage for a lefty in a bunt situation because it's easier to go to third base, which is where the bunt should go if he continues with it, although he didn't show on that 1-0 pitch.
So the breaking ball down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Pure strikeout situation for Cishek. Or panic, get him in, get him over. Either or.
And he bunts and misses. It's 2-2.
Kind of jabbed at that.
And remember, you could almost take the bunt with you, right? Because you could drag it.
Whatever he's most comfortable with, but that's gone now.
Popped up. Shallow left field. Garcia coming in. And he's going to make the catch.
So a non-productive out, and that hurts. I mean, it hurts for a lot of reasons. Obviously, you don't get the job done, but it pours a little water on the good vibe in that dugout, and it just does not keep the momentum going. So now Stephen Vogt going to try and pick up Joe Panik here.
One ball and no strikes. And the pitch wide.
Above average speed at second base with Pilar. He's got good arms across the board in the outfield with all the Cubs.
Foul. See the outfield, the way it's set up.
Garcia, Hayward, Bryant. Hayward, Bryant, the best arms. And not only are they strong, but they're accurate. Now they're going to talk about it. They may want to change sides. Baez coming in. They're changing sides. And I think the one thing you don't want to do is tip location to a veteran hitter like Vogt. Talked about Hayward, Bryant. They've got the strongest arms with accuracy. Garcia, still not a bad assist arm, but they will play him in shallow because of that, which they're doing.
He ties Vogt up for the pitch up and in. It's 1-2. There's Belt. Foul again. Down and in. Look out. So it's 1-2 to Vogt. It'll be pitch number 12 for Cishek. Out of play.
Tried two seam in the outside corner with a little movement running away from Vogt. That 1-2 count, I think Caratini wanted that off the plate. He didn't want to leave that thing in the strike zone.
So 1 and 2 to vote. And he just got a piece. And if you're Vogt, you're thinking, man, I got new life.
I got new life. He was walking back to dugout. He elevated with a fastball, and he just scrapes the red seam. And Caratini can't hang on.
And the 1-2. Skied out into Triples alley. Hayward is going to make the catch. Pilar is going to tag. And Belt will hit with Pilar at third. I'm going to tell you that Steve Vogt tell you he hit that ball pretty good.
He hit it real well.
So they're going to walk Belt intentionally.
Well, I think that intentional walk just got the attention of Buster Posey. Easy decision for Joe Maddon. I mean, he's thinking, do I want to face a guy hitting from the left side or from the right side? But still, if you're Posey, you take that personally.
Belt 2 for 9 against Cishek. Buster 1 for 7. Foul down the right field line and out of play with Belt on the move.
Well, against the Cubs last year in July, Posey did this and walked it off.
Here it's 0-1. And did it hit him?
It did. I don't know if it got the protective piece on his leg or higher up the leg, but he got him. They wanted to go inside with it, and he had nowhere to go. That's a heat seeker.
Right, looked like right on the kneecap.
I think it got Caratini more than it got Posey. And they got Caratini twice. So Tommy Hotovy, the pitching coach for the Cubs, going to come out and talk about it.
Pablo Sandoval on July 9th did this. The Cubs have done a good job against Pablo tonight. If anybody's due, Sandoval is. He's hit into 2 double plays. He's hit 4 balls on the ground. And a high strike, and it's 0-1.
That's a gift. And immediately Sandoval in the hole, 0-1. The wrong guy got rewarded there.
On the ground to second. And that'll end the inning. So we'll go to the 11th. It's 4-4. Well, the Phillies will be in town, and on Thursday, August 8th, it's Marvel Night 2 with your special event ticket. You'll get a Giants-themed Hulk Buster bobblehead. Ticket to the ball game. First pitch 6:45. sfgiants.com/special events. Here in the 11th, it'll be Mark Melancon. So Melancon is going to be on the hill.
Take a look at what Melancon has done. He's been very, very strong. 41st time he's come in. 38 strikeouts and 42 in the third. He's had 1 save opportunity. Cashed in on it. Low 90s cut. Big, high, over the top delivery with a straight down bite curveball are his two primary weapons, but he can also two-seam the ball.
Well, nobody has hit Melanson better than this guy. Daniel Descalzo against Melanson is 7 for 16. And it's low, 1 ball and no strikes. Hayward to follow, and then Garcia. Two and 0. Crawford's got it.
Thank you, defensive placement. And the shift just ate up a line drive.
So here's Hayward. Hayward is the Cub responsible really for this being a tie ball game. In the 7th inning he doubled and scored. In the 8th inning he knocked in the tying run with a base hit. And the pitch is high, 1 ball and no strikes. On the ground, Panik is going to make the play, and they just got him. Joe decided to move back to get a better hop, but that means the play is going to be much closer.
Well, the footwork on the play, I mean, all of a sudden he knew because he backed up. That's exactly what you're talking about. It had to be a quick exchange, and he had to throw something in a hurry. Hayward going on his belly to try and make it close, but in the end it really wasn't that close. Still though, a little panic there for Joe Panik. Just a little.
Here's Garcia, and he takes a strike. Tight. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kimbrel getting loose. Foul down the right field line.
Heads up. Got a man making a play.
Hey, nice play. He brought his glove all the way from Chicago. Sandoval will move to the right of second base. And he goes around, and the ball gets away. Posey barehands it, throws it to Belt, and they got him. How about that? Buster smiling.
Well, they get a break from the backstop with Posey with a bare hand and a strike, and it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Bottom of the 11th, it's a 4-4 ball game. The Cubs closer, Kimbrel, into the game.
Coming in for the 10th time. Started out really slow, which explains the 5.19 ERA. Last homestand, he had 4 saves, so he was getting himself into closer shape. 12 strikeouts in 8 2/3 with 7 walks, so which is the blemish. He's basically going to come at you with 2 pitches. Mid to high 90s fastball, and kind of a slurpy breaking ball, but it's quick. He throws it at a high velocity. You'll see a mid to high 80s velocity on the breaking ball. that's it. Go get him.
So Dickerson hits first for the Giants. Giants will have 3 left-handed hitters to face Kimbrel here in the 11th. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Dickerson doubled and scored in the second, homered in the fourth. Since then he's bounced out to first, and he's hit a fly ball to right. Little flare that Bodie's going to go after, and he dropped it. At the very last second, he dropped it.
And our ball dude initially went out there thinking he was going to make the play. That's Mario Chavez. Mario, a little overzealous. This would have been a great play by Bodie. He hits him in the heel of the glove, and he still almost manages to get a handle on it.
Oh, 0-2. Foul down the left field line. Dicker's never faced Kimbrel before. And he stays alive.
Yeah, he sees that breaking ball on 0-2 count. I mean, that's a great opportunity for Kimbrel to just really bust one with the idea that if you miss, you're going to miss down below the strike zone. So now Dickerson has seen that breaking ball.
Got him.
Comes back with another one and gets him.
So here's Crawford.
Just try and throw it between home plate and the catcher and see if he fishes. It's such a quick one and a high velocity. I mean, he gets a lot of guys, righties, lefties. It's a good strikeout pitch for him.
Crawford 2 for 5 lifetime against Kimbrel with a couple of doubles. And he chases on the first pitch, and it's 0-1. Trying to get on for Yastrzemski. Swing, gonna miss. Another good 2. Went up the ladder on Brandon Crawford. Got him.
3 pitches.
So here's Yastrzemski.
Backdoors him with a breaking ball. So it goes breaking ball, fastball, breaking ball. And a quick U-turn back to the bench for Crawford. And right now, Kimbrel looks like a closer.
Yes, he does. Pitch is wide to Yastrzemski. 1-0 with Pilar on deck. Two and 0. See if Yastrzemski sits on something here and tries to hit it out of the park.
He will swing for it. And he's got that right. He's got 9 home runs.
He swung it, and it's 2-1. Two and one.
Not looking for a fastball.
Yeah, that's kind of in his zone, that pitch right there.
That's his happy zone. He's got a little natural uppercut.
To right. And Brian will put it away, and that'll end the inning. To the 12th. Well, you want to win a VIP Giants game experience? Well, enter to become the Giants' authentic fan of the game. You can hang out with the pregame crew on set, watch batting practice on the field, game tickets, prizes, and a lot more. Go to NBCBayArea.com/Giants AFOG to enter. Four ball game. We've reached the 12th. Melanson, who pitched a 1-2-3 11th, will go after the catcher Caratini, and then Bodie, and then it'll be a pinch hitter. So here's Caratini, who's 1 for 4. And he takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Melanson. Got Descalzo to line out in the 11th. Hayward a ground ball, and he struck out Garcia. On the ground and a base hit. Just a little jam shot to the left side. And that'll bring up Bodie.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with Bodie. I would be surprised if they bunt him, because he's been such a good pinch hitter for Joe Madden. And pinch hitters are guys who are contact guys. I mean, because of his style of hitter, I would be surprised if they bunt him. He's also got some power too. But having said all that, it is a bunch situation.
Hello, 1 ball and no strikes.
With a runner on base, Mark Melanson will slow things down.
Two and 0. The only position player left for the Cubs is Martin Maldonado, and he's on deck. So Melanson needs to throw a strike. And he does.
Perfect cutter. Nailing down that outside corner of the knees.
The 2-1. Here it is. 2-2.
Backs it up. Lance could definitely get a ground ball for you.
To Belt. Belt to Crawford. Crawford to Belt. Double play.
Right on cue.
Yes, he can.
Well, coming off and just really puts himself in great position to get an angle to second base from where he received the ball. And then an easy get back for him to get to first base to get the back end of it. Should have bunted.
Kyle Hendricks is going to hit.
Hendricks, a starting pitcher. Mark Melanson is not going to be pleased with that. I'm not sure who called timeout there. It didn't look like it was Hendricks.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. You don't know if Buster may have said something to him, but usually a catcher will acknowledge the fact that.
Yeah, he'll pat himself on the chest and let the pitcher know it's me that called it. But it does upset the rhythm of the pitcher. Ticks him off.
And that'll do it. Pilar is going to lead things off. It's 4-4. It's the bottom of the 12th. Brad Brock is the new pitcher.
Saw him last night's ball game. So tonight, number 40. That'll be the number of appearances he's had this season. 3-2 on the year, an ERA of 6.03. But look at the strikeouts. 43 in 37 and a third. Lefties are eating them up, but righties, he is eating them up. This is Pilar on a fastball up and in, and everybody thought it was out of the ballpark, hit the very top of the wall, and came back into the field of play.
Yeah, remember this in the World Series?
Matt Kinsler thought he had a home run. Andres Torres goes back. Torres picks it up, throws it back in, and Kinsler would have to settle for a double. And he couldn't believe it.
Breaking ball outside to Pilar. Joe Panik on deck. There's a strike. Popped him up. It's Baez at short. 1 out. And here's Panik with Donovan Solano coming out.
Giants have 2 position players left on the bench, both right-handed. Tyler Austin and Austin Slater.
On the ground to second. 2 outs. It's going to be Slater. So here's Slater. And it's low. Lots of attitude in that group. Slater trying to get into scoring position for Belt. It's 2-0.
Comes back up the outfield defense in respect of Slater. And Brock all of a sudden nibbling here.
Yeah, put the relic cap on. It's 3-0. By the way, if you get a good pitch, take a whack at it. He walked it. I think Slater thought it was going to be called a strike.
I think Brock was thinking the same thing out there on the mound.
Here's Belt. Belt has walked his last 2 times up. Posey coming out.
Got good speed with Slater at first base. Cubs stay in prevent defense. No doubles defense. See Hayward and Bryant. I mean, they're back up. Protecting the gap in right center.
Strike to Belt right at the top of the zone. And a quick toss, and Slater's back.
Don't get picked off. Do not get picked off.
The 0-1 to Belt. Swinging a pop-up. This is in a tough spot, and it's going to be caught by Bodie to end the inning. 13th inning, here we come. It's 4-4 as we go to the 13th. Giants will bring in a rook, Sam Coonrod.
All right, 4 games so far this year. He's done well. 4 innings pitched, a couple of hits, a couple of walks, a couple of strikeouts. This year down in Sacramento, he had 43 strikeouts at 32 and a third. He throws hard. You're going to see mid to high 90s with a fastball, and he's got a slurvy breaking ball. Madison Bumgarner tonight was fantastic in 7 innings. For Bumgarner, a 7 strikeout night. The slider was working, the curveball was working, the fastball was working. Basically, it was working. Good curveball to give Bryant. Then he gets Garcia and Bodie. And in the end, he goes 7 strong, gives up 3 in those 7, 6 hits allowed, 1 walk against those 7 strikeouts.
So here's Baez. 2 for 5. His 2 hits came in his first 2 at bats. Now Coonrod needs to throw a strike, and home plate umpire is not helping.
Both of those could have been called a strike. They have been called a strike tonight. Tell you one thing though, if you're a rookie, I mean, you want this challenge. Tie ball game, 13th inning. You're taking on the heart of the beast, Baez, Bryant, Rizzo. You want to make a reputation for yourself. This is what you do. You get those guys out. Get your team back in the dugout.
Bell will watch this one drift out of play right behind the Cubs dugout. It's 2-2.
She's got her bear claw, baseball hat. Yep, they have Gamer Babes in Chicago too.
Three and 2. Now you got a challenge.
Yeah, you can't walk anybody in this part of the lineup.
Got him.
With 97 on the hands, they set up on the outside corner with the target. It comes across the plate. And in the end, he sends Baez packing. No 2-strike adjustment there. He's trying to put his team ahead. And Coonrod sits him down. Nice pitch. Mistakes can be good things.
Here's Bryant. And a high strike, and it's 0-1.
Quick breaking ball at 88 miles per hour. Remember, this is the first time Bryant's ever seen Coonrod. If he saw him in spring training, he doesn't remember. '99. Everything so far from Coonrod, though, has been up. It'd be a good time to throw a breaking ball in the dirt just to get a feel of releasing something down.
Got him.
And he just blew him away. And that's 99 and easy. And Bryant just got impressed. I mean, that ball was by him. But you're not out of the woods yet.
No, not by a long shot. It's about the time you're feeling pretty good about blowing the ball by somebody, and then another guy comes up that can hit it.
Yeah, another guy who's hit 290 with 20 bombs and 69 RBIs. And oh, by the way, I've got a changeup.
High fastball. Threw so hard he popped his belt.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Happens to me, but not for that reason.
That extra piece of pizza tonight got us.
That extra slice, man. On the ground. Panik will have to charge. He will throw him out. Sam Coonrod getting it done in the 13th. Posey, Sandoval, Dickerson coming up.
Biggest inning of his life right there. Well, next homestand, the Phillies are coming to San Francisco. They're going to take on the Giants August 8th through the 11th. And on Saturday the 10th, first 20,000 fans will receive a Giants Fog Globe presented by Xfinity. Look forward to an afternoon. Well, why not? Game time starts at 1:05, and there are tickets available. Go to sfgiants.com. Get some seats and get on out here. We're having fun.
So Brad Brock, who pitched the 12th, will go after Buster Posey here in the 13th. Low, 1 ball and no strikes. Buster 1 for 4. Foul back. His last at bat in the 10th inning, he got hit in the knee.
A little stinger.
Loaded the bases.
Carried off of Posey and hit Caratini.
Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Two-seam changeup, good pitch.
Foul back. A good swing at that one. It stays at 1-2. First strikeout for Brock. Here's Sandoval. Sandoval drives one to left. Back Garcia at the wall. It is out of here. And one more time. This game is over. We think.
Cubs want confirmation. Going the opposite way. Oh, that's over. That's over. One more look. This game is over.
Gone. Unbelievable. They do it again.
They do it again, and they do it in walk-off fashion with an opposite field home run. And in a ballpark that just doesn't see a lot of opposite field home runs of late, they've been seeing a lot of them, and they are meaning big things. The Giants now 2 games over 500. They have taken this series from Chicago in a grinding way, extra innings, which has become their style. Sandoval goes down. He takes the fastball below the knees, and he knew it when he hit it.
All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
All right, guys, I have Pablo Sandoval. We just asked you if you'd faced Brock before. You have a little bit of experience against him, so just give us your approach in that at-bat. 13 innings. I know you want to get it over. Oh, Pablo Lociento, I know you're freezing. Your approach against Brock.
You know, it's just a crossfire, and you know, I just try to get the pitch away and, you know, try to put a good swing and be aggressive. You know, he's the guy throw the ball in there and, you know, attack.
16 wins now in July. Pablo, 9 of those have been come from behind wins. Bruce Bochy said earlier that you guys have a mindset. You know that you can dig your way out of any deficit against any pitcher. What are your thoughts on that statement?
You know, he's right. He's right. We never give up no matter who's in the mound. We try to do our job. We're going to try to do the best out there, win games. That's what we're here, you know, play as a team. And, you know, he's been good in this month.
Last one, I know you're freezing. Madison Bumgarner, another fantastic start. The fans had signs. He's our bum. He gets a standing ovation. We do not know the fate of Madison Bumgarner, but you know what he means to this club, Pablo. What can you say about what Madison means?
He's special. He's special. He's one of the guys you don't want to give up, you know. He's at face, you know. He's a talented guy up there. Every time he gets on the mound, you want to go in for him and do everything you can to support him. You know, he's just one of the greatest pitchers I ever played defense and played for him. You know, he's one of the greatest guys.
Congratulations on the win. Let go. You're freezing. He's freezing, you guys.
Well, I'm glad he's freezing because that is now the celebration, and I don't know what to say. I mean, this team is pretty amazing. The bullpen holds down the Cubs, and they wait for one big swing of the bat, and they get it from Pablo Sandoval, and just another walk-off win.
Well, 7 walk-offs now for the Giants this year. That's second most in major leagues, and since last season, that's 17 walk-offs, and that's the most in the major leagues. But this is a 16-3 July. It's the best record in the major leagues, but it's how they're doing it. I mean, you think back to last Thursday. This is their 4th extra inning ball game. They've won them all, and you know, you saw again the bullpen comes in. I mean, they've been fantastic. They really have. Madison Bumgarner was fantastic. But what you like about the Giants is their offense sets up opportunity, and they're doing it consistently. And sooner or later, they're going to break through. I mean, it's just their mentality right now. They think they can beat anybody, and they've done this against a very good Chicago Cubs team. And they've won this series now. I mean, this is just a remarkable run this club has been on in this month of July, and it's been really fun to watch.
10-2 in extra innings this year. All right, final score, 5-4, Giants win. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. Giants postgame live, presented by Toyota, then Triples Alley, starting right now.